Alright, let's see if this works now. I like literally lowered my settings as much as possible. It looks a little bit better. Hopefully it doesn't get bad again. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks better finally. Alright, I think I'm just gonna run with it and hope that it just doesn't lag. I put on like 30 FPS. I'm using my hardware encoder instead of my software. Like literally the lowest settings I can possibly use, so it better work now. If it doesn't, I can't stream again. So let me just put out the link again. I'm sorry for all this, kind of out of my control. Alright, everybody's saying it looks better, so hopefully I can actually stream now. Because I've had a long enough day as it is. All I wanted to do was just get a stream out because I couldn't even stream last night because of the lag. So hopefully things are alright. Even stream last night. Alright. Just making sure I put out the link and stuff. We're watching myself stream. Inception. Alright, I think we're good. I'm just gonna run with it. Welcome again. Sorry for all the lag issues, but I'm literally trying my best to go live. People who missed like the first 2 or 3 minute stream before, and assuming that this one doesn't start lagging out of nowhere. Barely traded today. Woke up feeling terrible, had a headache, felt lightheaded the whole day, still don't feel too great, but I wanted to go live. And I couldn't even stream last night because of the lag. So I'm trying out some super low settings, hopefully it works better now. I'm just gonna get to the point. I don't want to waste more time because who knows if it starts lagging again. So if my energy is gonna be lower tonight, and I'm saying that right now because I don't feel too great, but hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Bitcoin is at a make or break area. The bearish divergence I've been showing for the past few days is playing out on Bitcoin at this point, and it's testing a pretty big make or break area. You definitely want to hold over 52k. If you don't, there's quite a bit of room down until your next major support on the daily. So no matter what, you definitely want to be holding 52k. You're still 2k above it, so you have some room, but this bearish divergence does not look too great on Bitcoin. And you're just testing this upsloping support, and that was what I pretty much said about Bitcoin in the previous stream. Futures have gone up in the last 5 minutes. They went up a little bit, so they were completely flat. Now the S&P and the NASDAQ futures are up a decent amount. S&P futures are kind of still relatively flat, but the NASDAQ futures are up almost 0.5%, so that's great. And yeah, I mean, in terms of what the day was like, again, I wasn't really trading today, but just from looking at my phone in bed, pretty choppy, not too great. A lot of the trades were down. Just one of those days. I mean, if you might have noticed that in the pretty much between last week and this week, a lot of the trades I've been putting out are more longer term trades compared to what I usually do, which is like usually my trades are like 1 to 2 week trades, but like the trades I've been putting out recently are like 3 to 4 week trades, maybe even longer. And I'll kind of get into that reasoning in a little bit, but regardless, there were some trades that did get stopped out today, and they went lower after getting stopped out, but futures are up for now. We'll see how they continue to develop overnight. In terms of the actual S&P 500, I don't like how close that daily MACD is going to red, even though you don't have bearish divergence. It doesn't look great. But, I mean, I'm still bullish on the indices unless you break this on the S&P 500. If you break this yellow line on the S&P 500, that's when I'll get bearish, because then you're going to be risking a partial rise, which means if this happens on the S&P 500 and you come down to test this demand line, if you do that without getting to the top of the channel first, that's known as a partial decline or a partial rise, which heavily increases the chances of breaking to the downside of this pattern, which is technically a bearish pattern, an ascending broadening wedge. but you're not bearish unless you break it to the downside. So here's what I'm hoping happens on the S&P. Of course, I just hope it does this. I mean, always, like, just goes straight up. But this is kind of what I'm hoping. Well, not really hoping, but this is what I could see, and this is what I would prefer. You just backtest this support area over here, the previous resistance, and this previous resistance from over here, yellow line resistance and the horizontal line. Bounce off of it, and then you make a very nice run to 4,000 plus on the S&P 500. That's what I want. What I don't want for the S&P 500 is to be testing this support and then breach it, and then you come over here, then there's a pretty decent chance you're going to break to the downside, and you could see like a 200-point move to the downside on the S&P. So I'm still bullish unless that does happen on the S&P, but you have quite a bit of room until you're even considering that. And then in terms of the NASDAQ, I'm bullish on the NASDAQ unless you fall under 13K, because again, you can still do this on the NASDAQ. You can create that right shoulder even further. Just move this over, and then it could bounce up and then test that neckline again and then break out. So I'm still bullish on both unless you break those major supports. So I still think it is pretty easy to manage risk in the market if you just know your levels on the NASDAQ and the S&P, and you're above them for now. So unless you break them, and if you do, trust me, I'm going to be talking about it every night. I'm going to be tweeting it, putting on Discord. But for now, you're not even like close to testing those make or break areas. So I'm still leaning a little bit more towards the bullish side for the indices. All right, so that's my thoughts on the market and everything. Futures going up a little bit further. You're up literally 0.5% on the NASDAQ futures right now, 0.10% on the S&P. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stocks just did not have good days. I feel like especially like mid-cap stocks really struggled today. And I feel like the main reason the indices really did not dump, even though a lot of stocks were like really falling, is because a couple of big names were just holding up the indices. You know, they make up large percentages of them. But, you know, aside from those big names, there was a lot of, I mean, you can just look at a heat map, pretty red, you know, across the board. Apart from, I think, what was it? Consumer defensive, that might be the category for the stocks that did well today, and then utility stocks I think did well. But again, like I really don't have too much direct knowledge of what happened today. I just kind of was looking at things after they happened. I was just in bed, so I was seeing everything from my phone. But that's my thoughts on Bitcoin and the market indices. So let's go look at the trade sheet, and then we'll cover all the trades. But yeah, for the people just joining in, I'm sorry for my low energy, just not feeling too great today. And then the stream, couldn't stream last night because the stream was lagging too much. And then it's taking me like 20 minutes to figure out how to go live tonight. So yeah. Oh yeah, and then the Jerome Powell and then Yellen had a meeting. I was watching on CNBC, and I think there might be another one like tomorrow or something. Please fact check me. I'm not a news source, but Cheddar Freeze is much better with helping out on the news. Crash bottom anniversary, that is correct. I heard about that. Do you think we will crash? I do think we will crash, but the question is when. I have no clue, right? We're obviously going to crash at some point, but that could be in a month, that could be in 5 years. So, you know, stop losses and everything. You're locked down, been hearing about that, yeah. So, well, you know, we'll see what happens. In terms of the trade sheet, it looks okay, but in all honesty, today most of the trades were down, not gonna lie. Just thankfully, a lot of trades were already up before today. Like if you looked at the sheet yesterday, most of the trades were like up. There was only like 2 trades that were down yesterday. So thankfully, most of the trades were already in profit going into today. But of course, pretty much like almost all of them except for like Baba, that one had a green day. One of the, what's it called? Am I lagging again? It looks like I am. This is so annoying. One of the premium alerts had a good day. Couple things, but not too many. And then we did have some trades stop out, like Fisker and one of the premium trades and CCIV, and then Tilray. That one got me a little frustrated. It's really not what I was hoping for there, but that's why you always manage your risk based on your personal risk tolerance. I'm just going to keep running through it at this point. I'm just going to try and stream. I know it's a little bit laggy, but hopefully it's not too bad. And then yeah, Clover. We're going to talk about Clover. It's really hanging on by a thread, honestly. So that's that. Zoom had a good day today. Yeah, I believe it was Zoom. Snow started off very nicely in the morning. It was up like 3%, but then it pulled back in the afternoon. So yeah, let's go back to the charts and talk about all of them. All right. But yeah, make sure to hit that like button before the stream cuts out because it's lagging. So annoying. And hit that subscribe button. If you want to sign up for premium alerts, that's the pinned chat. Like, I think pretty much only one of the like 7 premium alerts I've put out in the last few days has been a losing trade. The other ones are just starting out, but they're doing all right for right now. And yeah, but I'm literally streaming on the lowest settings possible. So, and my computer never gives me issues with streaming. I don't know what happened between yesterday and today. Didn't change any settings. All I did was actually lower them so that it could work, but it's still being a little bit weird. So yeah, start off with Clover. I'm just gonna act like it's not lagging because whatever. Start off with Clover. You are really testing that support. You somehow closed above it. Like if we come on over to the 4-hour, you somehow closed right above your support, even though you did fall under it. I'm not even gonna lie, I was like, honestly, if you get any 4-hour candle close under this support area, that's when I would, you know, take some caution on Clover. You almost did, but then it rallied in the last few minutes of the day today. But you're really close to showing 4-hour bearish divergence. The 4-hour is not looking great. Quite frankly, Clover is hanging on by a thread right now in the short term because you're right at your support and you're showing 4-hour bearish divergence. So you really want to open nicely tomorrow on Clover and not breach the support. If you do, I can't give you financial advice, but personally, if it breaks that support and confirms bearish divergence, that's, you know, trade's over for me because I'm not trying to, you know, the trade's already up 17 to 30% depending on which one of the entries you got in at. So I'm not trying to let that, you know, go all the way back down to the entry with bearish divergence, but who knows, maybe it does break the support, just makes a little bit of a low right there, and then it goes again. Like anything can happen. So just scaling in, scaling out might be optimal, but that is Clover. I'm really just going to try and run through all these tickers as quick as I can just because it's laggy, right? Let's watch it myself again. I'm just going to keep going, whatever, but Snowflake pretty much closed even though it was up nicely in the morning. It just pulled back. I think I posted this on Monday maybe for everybody. You're still close to developing or confirming your classic bullish divergence. And yeah, is my audio lagging? If the voice is fine, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to turn off my camera. I'm not even joking. I think I'm just going to turn off my camera and just talk. Alright, so you're not going to be able to see me, but it frustrates me to even think that I'm lagging. I don't know, it's just like a pet peeve. So if the audio is good, alright, I'm cutting out the camera. Not dealing with this, so maybe I'll turn it back on in a little bit, but let's see if this helps. All right, I don't know, but yeah, Snowflake, classic bullish divergence, looks pretty decent, close to developing. Zoom actually had a good day. It was up 5% at one point, but now it's, you know, close up about 3.5% up. It's still looking really good on both Snow and Zoom, which are pretty similar. You know, the double bottoms, even though Zoom does have the bullish Gartley harmonic, the idea is pretty similar, just the double bottoms. And, you know, there's divergence on Snow, and then on Zoom there's a harmonic, so they both have their own little edge. So yeah, I mean, as long as you can hold over 332, I love how you broke that on Zoom. And as long as you can hold above 332 on Zoom, you're good. In terms of Snow, really, as long as you can hold above 211, you're good. So both the trades still looking great. You know, they did pretty decently. Beyond also is pretty even today, only down like 1.5%. So you still have confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the daily for Beyond, which is amazing. And as long as you hold 134 here, you're good. So on a lot of these trades, and if you're noticing, like a lot of these trades are longer term trades. As long as you can really hold these levels, you're good. So you just know your supports. I pretty much showed all the supports when I put out all of these trades. You can just look at the trades and look for the orange lines. As long as you hold the orange supports, you're good. Velodyne is even. This trade was up like 8% or something at one point, pretty much showing some potential bearish divergence now. On the 4-hour, some hidden bearish divergence potentially. So in a lot of things, you want to have a nice open tomorrow so you don't get the bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Just take that off the daily. All right, but technically, as long as you're above 1217 on VLDR, you're good. And then next one, DCPH, another one. So a lot of these trades, yeah, they pulled back today. It's just a very ugly day in the market, but thankfully, most of these trades are already in profit. Like for example, this trade was already in profit and it pulled back, but it's still up like 1% since the entry, DCPH. And again, this is a long-term trade. This could take a pretty decent amount of time. Audio's cutting out now. Are you joking? This is so frustrating. I can't even believe it. I'm just gonna keep trying to, whatever. It's good. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep running through it so we can just finish these tickers and then we'll take it from there. But it's too laggy for you to watch. I understand. But yeah, as long as you can hold over 43 on DCPH, looks pretty decent. Still, again, a lot of these trades still looking good. BABA was somehow green today. Hidden bullish divergence. Double bottom looks great. You just need to break this right over here on BABA. You just need to break 241. Break that, and pretty decent chance, in my opinion, of this trade hitting the target. That's a very textbook double bottom with hidden bullish divergence. That's something you like to see, right? So again, a lot of these trades, yes, they pulled back today, but a lot of them are already in profit and they're still above their supports. So I think they were just moving with the market, but the overall ideas of them still look pretty decent. Next one, AUTL. This one had a huge pullback today. Really does suck. This trade was up a very nice amount. You just check it out real quick. So this trade was up, yeah, this trade was up 10%. Now this trade's like pretty much around even. It's not like 1% or something. I thought it was even. So if you wanted to break even there, your choice. Definitely was a fake breakout, but D, thank you for the 1111 donation. Let's go. Let me fix my audio. This is one of the most frustrating streams I've ever tried to do because of all the lag and just my day today, but thank you so much for everybody who's trying to support. I know it's tough. I'm trying my best, but D, thank you very much for the 1111. If anybody else wants to send a tip, that's the link's in the description. It'll say tips and merch. And then if anybody wants to sign up for premium alerts, I put out 2 new premium alerts today. That's the pinned comment in the chat. And I put out like 7 premium alerts in the past few days. Only one of them didn't work out. The other ones are still hanging in there for right now. And a few of them are already up. So see what happens if the market can give us a nice day tomorrow. But yeah, appreciate the 1111. I'm gonna keep running through it. I know you can't see me right now, but hopefully it just helps with the lag. Probably not. I don't know at this point. But yeah, AUTL, you just want to break out again. I think it was ready to go. It was up 10% and the market just pulled it. So that did suck. XPV trades still up so much in profit, so not too concerned. If you want to take profits, the trade's already up 33% in 2 weeks. If you want to take that profit, nobody's stopping you. And yeah, it's still in profit. You could easily just make a higher low and then run again and then maybe hit the targets. But whenever you want to take profit, go for it. Still up 33% on XPV. RBA, it's pretty much been down since the alert, but it's kind of been 5. I've been saying this every single night. As long as you hold that, you're good. BISL, hidden bearish divergence is starting to show on the 4 hours, so keep that in mind. But the daily hidden bullish divergence is still there. You're still broken out. You just want to get above $4 before you break under $3. It's a high risk, high reward trade. Been very clear about that. It's pretty much still around the entry, maybe down like 1% or something. And then KNDI is hanging on by a thread. Again, just so many trades were really set up for today, but just terrible timing with the market. You know, KNDI was really close to going for a breakout, and then the market just pulled so many different things today, which it's terrible, but that's just a part of the game, right? So you probably want to get back above 674 on KNDI. That's why you're just hoping at this point. If you don't want to hope, of course, cash. But if you want to hope, then hope. And then there were some trades that stopped out. Fisker stopped out today. CCIV stopped out today. Again, CCIV looks so good, just terrible timing with the market. And then Tilray, this one really hurt, but that's why I was trying to say multiple times on stream. Please judge your risk off of however you personally feel, how much ever you're personally trying to risk. Never just blindly follow anybody. That's why I would say all the time. But again, just did not do what I was hoping for it to do. That's why you always manage your risk. That's why you get the 3-to-1. You try to make a lot more on your win trades and you lose on your losing trades. And yeah, that was all the trades. If you can't tell, I'm trying my best to cover this, but it's just everything is not working out so great right now, unfortunately. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's, I don't know, watchable right now. Neutron Flux Lab says, during donation there was lag. This is Streamlabs. They've had issues for 2 days. Mitch Ray and others. They had a new software update that's full of bugs. Yeah, I might try and, I don't know, check it out. Audio is audio. Yeah, audio should be fine. That's why I kind of just turned off my camera. But yeah, that recaps all the trades. I don't even know, really. It's just tough to stream right now with how bad this lag is. But I appreciate everybody who's showing up to support. I'm going to try and figure it out. I'm going to really make sure that it's figured out before I go live tomorrow, because I can't keep doing this every single night. Just, I don't know how to fix it, but I'm going to try and find a way to fix this lag. But yeah, we'll just keep running through stuff. Hopefully if the audio is fine, then I guess it's okay for now. Futures still pretty much around the same price. Bitcoin bounced a little bit. Right where I was saying you're looking for a bounce, you got a little bit of a bounce there on Bitcoin, so nice. But you're still, you know, if you're looking at the daily, you're still right around that demand line, so it's not like it was a huge move at all. Less than 1%. And that's Bitcoin. Hopefully these futures can hold overnight. We already talked about the market, we talked about all the trades. Premium trades is doing pretty decently. One of them is like one of the best charts I've seen in a really long time. So I really hope it works out, but nothing's ever certainty. And yeah, I don't really know. I'm just kind of debating right now if I should stay live or if I should just go again tomorrow and try and make sure it works. But regardless, appreciate all the support from everybody. Pretty rough day, I know. I didn't even trade today, but I just felt terrible today. And try to go live to do one productive thing today, and live stream's not even working, so sucks. Someone's asking about the premium in the chat. No, I don't think I can technically say it just for liability reasons, but you know, it's not too hard. I've been talking about it quite a bit, but yeah. What else? Well, yeah, we could take a look at some charts if it's not too laggy. I don't mind sticking around to try and look at some charts for all of you. But again, I'm trying my best. So, appreciate everything. Drop some takers in the chat. If it's not too laggy, we'll take a look at everything. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Kind of some divergence right over here for sure on the daily. Look how it backtested 3560 as support when it was once your resistance. Yeah, you pretty much have a good amount of support under you. Nice divergence on the daily. But let's see. Let me take this off the hourly chart. I think you're good there actually. Could even be looked at like an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, if you break this line on edit, I think your target would be like 59.60 in time. So that's that. Someone said, can you look at NASDAQ on the weekly? Sure. Right over here. I mean, you had a very, very high, pretty much move. How do I put this? You had a very steep incline, and then you definitely broke that level of accumulation, right? On the NASDAQ, however you would have looked at it, you definitely broke out of this super high demand channel on the weekly time frame, and now you're kind of going sideways. So I still think you're just kind of hoping for this to stay above 13K. As long as you can do that, I think you're good. But yeah. Palantir, yeah, that was a break-even trade. It was up over 10%, then came back down to the entry. So I mean, it's always your choice, right? But don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing one. So, but again, whatever you want to do. You say though, it might be a harmonic. I don't think so. Don't think you can get one. wrong tool right there. Let's see, X. I mean, yeah, that's a golden retrace, but I don't think you'd be at the PCZ. I mean, I feel like all the way down there would be a PCZ. It'd be like a crab. You're playing it right here, I'm not too sure, because that's the same level as your X. So usually most harmonics are a little bit higher, like a 786 from X to D, or they're lower, like the 1618, the 2618, stuff like that. But maybe, you know, if you really look at it in a few ways, I just think this is what you want to hold on Palantir. As long as you can hold 23, you're good. You tested it 1, 2, 3, now you're on your 4th time. Every time you've pretty much bounced off of it, aside from some weird candles. That's what you're just looking to hold 2285 or so, give or take. ZOM. Lots. EOS. Boil. OXT, my favorite crypto. I've traded that so many times. ZOM, not too sure if there's much of an edge here. Definitely, I don't know, just looks like a range-bound asset at the bottom of a range. Oh yeah, look at that. Why is it finding support at 174? Because if we go back way in time, this was your support back in 2018. So that definitely makes sense. And then even the high, why is the high 291 up here? Because that was your high right over here in 2018. So you're just in a range between 174 and 291, and you're at the bottom of the range, but not sure about any divergence for now. Lots. I never put out that trade, thankfully. A little bit of bullish convergence on the daily and 4-hour MACD. I mean, I think this isn't a bear trend unless you break this, you know. You can look at it like a descending broadening wedge, maybe. But unless you ever break this supply line, you can even look at it like this. But unless you ever break this top supply line, I think you're in a bear trend. Of course, you could definitely double bottom here, potentially. Right? First bottom, second bottom. If you can break back over 950, you know, you could target 1089. But you need to break that first on lots. EOS. Well, I think, you know, a lot of cryptos depend on Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin's at a very big make or break area. But I think you're just, you know, I don't know if you'd call it a bear flag or just an upsloping channel. But I think this is how I would look at EOS. You are in an upsloping channel, whether you want to call it a bear flag or not. And you want to hold 391 because that was your high. Wow. It was your high 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. If you could flip 391 into a support, that would be huge. All right, so as long as you're over 391, I think it's fine, but you definitely need to hold 391 and you cannot have Bitcoin dump. Even could have some hidden bullish divergence going on, yep, on the 4-hour. So that's kind of how I'm looking at EOS right now. Oil, really want to bounce soon. As long as you're over 1921, you're technically fine, but if you break that, you don't have much support. Of course, you have this one little candle. It was kind of like an abandoned baby candle, even though it's not like the perfect candle you want there, but, you know, probably just like a downsloping resistance. And as long as you can hold, as long as you can break out of this resistance before falling under 1921, you're good. OXT just went insane. I mean, at this point, I'm not too sure. I think, you know, it just had a crazy run. I don't see much of an edge, except you do have some potential classic bearish divergence on the daily. So keep that in mind. And then I'd say your next support is like major supports like 58 cents from these lows and then from these lows. But I mean, you have a couple other local supports. That's OXT. Is the Gartley? Definitely not, in my opinion. Don't even really know how to anchor this to be like a bearish Gartley maybe, but no, I don't even see that. I'm not too sure. BTC could have a bearish harmonic playing out. I'm actually not familiar with the shark, believe it or not, but you know, however you really look at it, I definitely think there could be one, but It's just, this is what I'm really watching on Bitcoin right now. You definitely want to hold this area, in my opinion. Right, that's your level of demand from this low to this low, and it's your previous resistance. You're looking for a bounce around 53K. Otherwise, you know, not any major resistances on high time frames for another, like, you know, decent amount. This whole entire like white range, right? You know, white area, gray area, whatever you want to call it. Nasdaq futures up 0.5%. Nice start to the night for the futures. Yeah, hopefully the stream's a little bit better now. I'm just kind of going with it, trying my best. I'm probably just gonna like stream to like a fake account or something tomorrow just to test out all my settings, and then I'm not gonna go live until I make sure that it's all good. But you know, if you appreciate the stream and everything, the whole entire movement, make sure to hit that like button. Even though I know that the quality on tonight's stream is terrible, but again, just out of my control. And if you're not subscribed, I promise you the streams are usually much better than this. So hit that subscribe button. If you want to sign up for premium alerts, that's the pinned comment in the chat. Or it's just like the pinned chat. And then if you want to send me a tip or get some merch, that's the link in the description. But trying my best here. Sorry for the stream sucking tonight, but just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. ISPD, sure. No, not sure. Never mind. I have no clue here. I don't even see a chart to really analyze, unfortunately. Is that the only ISPD? Yeah. So I can't really give you an answer here. I hope that's a little bit obvious why. So yeah. But I'm not too sure. You know, stream's kind of trash tonight. Pretty crap day for myself as well. Just not feeling great. I think I'm just gonna maybe, I don't know, try and feel better, get back on it tomorrow, make sure the stream actually works, and then just crush it on Wednesday and Thursday. But do you have any different strategies or things you look for going into option plays compared to shares? No, I just play options the same exact way I play shares, which I'm not recommending that you do. I just kind of use it to, like, you know, leverage positions that I think look pretty good, or to lower risk, you know, as a hedge, or if I'm playing a stock that moves very, very slowly, right? Like a Walmart or something like that. Like a Walmart or something like that. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, but I you know, the way that I kind of mitigate my risk with options and all of that is I just kind of use lower position sizes. But yeah, not too sure what to do right now. I think, again, just gonna try again tomorrow. But you want to sign up for the premium alerts, go for it. I mean, we have about 7 trades right now. Like, I think 4 of them are still around the entries. They were up, like a lot of them were up yesterday, but they pulled back today, back down to the entries. So that's the pin chat if you want to sign up. Oh yeah, I forgot to even mention this. I mentioned it on Twitter, but it was going to be $30 a month for the premium trades. But with all the support that I couldn't even believe how much support I got on the stream on Sunday night, and just people messaging me and stuff, decided the first month's still going to be 30, but after the first month, every single renewal month after that's going down to $25. So that's like, what, over a 10% discount. So yeah, it's $25 a month after your first month. That's the pin chat. And yeah, hopefully market bounces tomorrow. I'm kind of dragging it out right now, but yeah, I'm trying my best. Just the stream sucks tonight, so I'm gonna figure all these settings out by the stream tomorrow night. Hope you all have a great day tomorrow. And here, I'll show you my face just before I log out. All right, hope you all have a good one. Thank you for trying to support the stream tonight, even though it sucked, but it'll be better tomorrow night. Hopefully. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure it out. But yeah, everybody have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow, and peace out. Join the premium alerts if you want to. Thank you, Cheddar Freeze, for dropping in the chat.